Could you refill this?
Yeah. With coffee? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, if you want. This is the beautiful thing about the magic of television. Okay, so this was done as an invitation to bring a show to BAM.
So mean.
I think part of it was about wanting to make a project that had a lot of people, since the last one had been a solo. And then it was like, what's the container that would hold that? And I'd had that idea about a house that would fall apart, like a reenactment of Chaplin's 1 a.m. And then I was thinking about you and all your work on House and Home, how I could steal it.
I remember just sitting at a table looking at things like Richard Maguire's Here or Chris Ware's Building Stories, these very material texts that are about house and home and space and how we age and how we are born and all those things.
Yeah. You, in the beginning, you really cautioned us against rendering anything that looked like anything particular, because then you're really telling the story of this one house. So we really thought, like, how do you get at something universal about dwelling?
And I also remember that day that we were in the Harvey talking about house and home on the one hand and the house of the theater on the other hand, and where do those two things merge? Like, in what way is the making of home as much a public act as a private act, as much a community-based act as an individual's act, lonely as it is populated, right?
And a performance.
Always. Even that sort of constant need to clean the house or organize the house or decorate the house is a certain kind of performance.
Yeah. Well, this is an interesting place because, you know, we're like in the garden apartment of a brownstone. It probably was once the kitchen of this single family house. And then there's been so many changes in Brooklyn. So you think about all of the different people.
It's so interesting just to think about one single object in a building and all of the different stories it has to tell about that house and all the people who might have lived there and who was not allowed to live there. So much about it is who gets the right to have a home of any kind.
That's right.
So house is a particular kind of container. I think that's another important reason you call it home, because it's not about a house. So at what point did Liza Minnelli back out of the show?
She never did. We're still waiting for her to come. No, it was a contract problem.